Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today, as you can see, I'm in my garage and doing a little bit of a repair on my Orbitec machine. I did a video the other day, yesterday I guess it was, showing that I had taken the bell housing off, and because it was quite rusty, turned out. The rust was underneath the bumper, which sits right here, and goes right up against the whole thing. So there was bubbling up on the top, which wasn't really that very concerning yet. But I realized there was actually more rust than I could see, and I pulled the bumper off, and it's pretty rusty. So anyway, I scraped the worst of the rust off, and it's actually pretty solid. It's getting pretty pitted, but I'll take it in and it'll get sandblasted, and then it'll be powder coated, and it'll be back looking wonderful again. When the bumper goes on, it'll cover up anywhere where that rust was anyway. But one of the other things I had to deal with was the bearing starting to get noisy. So, and here we are. You can hear that a little bit. And that'll make a fair amount of, it's just starting to make a noise now as it's running. I was noticing it the other day. I was using it, and I thought, bearing is starting to go. There's no actual, I can't feel, I guess I can feel a tiny bit of play. Anyway, easy to, I'll just show you how easy it is to pull the bearing off of here. Now, I had a video, a few videos back, where I had pulled apart my Orbot over there, which I was getting the bottom plate on that one, getting it powder coated as well. Both these machines are about, this one's older. This one's about 13 years old now, I guess, and that one is around 10, I think. It's a bit newer and hardly nowhere near the use that the Orbitec gets. But I wanted to clean that one up, so that one is that bottom plate is in, getting powder coated, and I'll be taking this the bell housing for this over there. And I showed you the difference in the bearing assemblies, which is actually sitting right below me here. Hang on a minute, let's see it. Now, so this one on the Orbot, which is the same as the Vibe, of course, this whole assembly attaches with the what we call a grub screw that sits into the top of the shaft. If you go back on my video, you can show it there. But anyway, this so it just basically spins onto the grub screw, and then just snugs up against the there's like a, I guess we'll call it a flange on the bottom there. Go back to the video on that machine and you'll see it. So what's interesting though is all the pressure and all the stress of what this machine is dealing with is actually all transferring through right in here, and whereas this machine is quite a bit different, which I'll show you in just a sec. But anyway, here's the bearing for this, and to get at this, I would undo these two screws. This whole assembly comes off. This collar here, you undo these screws, that comes off, and then you just press the bearing out of there, and then you just reverse it, obviously, to put it back together. Not very difficult, but anyway, so they're similar, actually about the same size, probably about the same weight. It has the same amount of orbit. But here's how you take this off. Now, when I go to take this off, I put some WD-40 in here and let it soak overnight because it was fairly rusty. And then I put the Allen wrench on it and turn it this way. Use the hammer to tap to this one again. This way, tapped it this way. This one, tapped it this way. A couple of kids out there, in case you're wondering what the noise is all about. Jesse James is guarding them. Anyway, so I loosen them off and pull it out of here. it came out, actually I did pull it off, I just put it back together just to show you guys exactly what I'm up to here. So undo the screws, this comes off, pretty easy. Now I want to show you one thing. This lifts off, and here's this little washer here, which gives it a bit of a oscillation or tamping, I guess is what it does. So if I wanted, I could put a thicker washer in there if I wanted to, but this seems to be fine. I think it's the way that's the way it came. So I'm just gonna put these screws in here, and now when I go to put it back together again, I already actually did this. I sprayed it all WD-40 all over here and onto the threads, and so that because this thing, there's a fair amount of surface rust on here, so I just wanted to when I go to put it back together, try to keep the rust at a minimum. And anyway, what I was going to show you here, just as I get here, get these out of the way so I don't lose them. So the way this one works is this is a way larger flange than is on the Orbot or Vibe, and it slides over the end of the motor shaft, and then this nut or bolt screws down in place. So there's a lot more. This is definitely a much stronger setup the way this is. So you can see this is way larger, just much stronger setup. The guy that put this thing together, Clark Lancaster, he knew what he was doing. So anyway, now we're going to be, I need to remove the bearing. So I'll show you how to do that. And we need my socket wrench, and we'll go over here. And put it in the vise. And I already put some WD-40 on there a little bit earlier. So it should... Boy, that's tight. Try that again. Oh, there we go. There's one. And there we go. And the other one. Okay. And now I'll get rid of this. Get that out of the way. So that's the actual counterweight. There's a fair amount of weight there. And that's, as I say, that's welded on. Now this is on the back side. Gotta remember how this goes together. So this is going to sit on there. That lifts this race up a little bit. Gotta remember that. And now to get the bearing out, the bearing is going to go that way. So this is actually very similar to the this is actually the Vibe one right here, or the Orbot one. So it's very similar. It's just almost probably the same bearing, actually, almost exactly the same. This is aluminum, and I guess that's aluminum too. I'm not sure. Maybe it's stainless. But to get the bearing out, the bearing is going to go just wondering if that's actually the bearing for it. I'll find out in a minute. And so to get the bearing out, a couple of ways. I'm just going to open this up till it straddles. There. And we could do it that way, I think. But let's get a little persuasion here. Let's see. Ideally, I want to, I'll try this, like that, piece of wood. Okay, bearing is out. No, I got to get the centerpiece out of there. Is this the right size bearing though? I'm not positive. There should be a number on here. I just had this bearing sitting here. Maybe I bought a few extras or something. The number is here. I can't barely make that out. I see, what does it say? Does it say 600? 6 or 5? 6006 RZ. I think. I guess that's the number. Now this centerpiece has to come out too. Now let's see. That might be a little bit trickier. Is this the right size? I'm going to put this bearing back in here, or at least see if it. I'm pretty sure it's the right one. It'll go in with it. Oh yeah, that's easy. Oh yeah, there, done. Just like that. See how easy that was? Now I just have to put the center in, but I got the center out of here first. See, this straddles. And there, centerpiece is out. And now I have to remember how I did this. And let's see. Do I remember how this went? Let's see. We're threading up. This has to hold it this way. This goes underneath here. And this, the two nuts come up. Okay. That should be fine. So we'll put that together. Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's not going to work. Oh, I can see it's out of, it's not quite straight. Nope, definitely not straight. Get that out of there. Try that again. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And we'll back that off. This has to go right down in there snug. Put the socket on there. Nice and snug. Okay. Now this goes on this way. And then the bolts. Oh, let me see. I'm going to put this on here. And before I actually snug it up, I want to put some WD-40 on here. Okay, so this is going to go... Oh, I'm getting confused here. Yes, it goes that way because the spacer is keeping the race up above the... Just like that. It goes on there and then it threads in. And that's the way it goes. Makes sense. Nope. And I'll line that up. And spacer's not quite in the right place. No. And I just dropped the nut, or the bolt. Hang on a sec. Goes like that. I need to find my bolt. Okay, the nuts, the bolt is kind of a bit of a tight fit on there. Okay, we'll go in there. Okay, and this is going to go like that, and then oh yeah. We'll put it in the vise and do it up. Okay, turn it over, and there you go. A new bearing. So the yeah, this will attach over here. Come on over here, we'll put it back together. Yeah, let's do that. We'll back these off. And one more. This is the where the counterweight goes. At least that's the way it was. That makes sense, I think. So that'll be going on this way, right here. So the washer will go in place, like so. And then the Allen screw, I think we got her. Then we got another one. Should be about there, I think. And over here, that's much better. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. There we go. So there's a new bearing in place. And I have the strangest feeling I did that backwards. For some reason, no, I couldn't have. Impossible. That'd be funny. I'll double check on my video here when I took it apart. Anyway, otherwise, if I did it wrong, I'll redo it. But otherwise, that's basically the way you do it. And I'll let you go. So have a good day.